This video is going to be about the cQ-Cumulative bands version 1 indicator. I would also like to mention that I'm going to be putting these baseline trend direction. I've had a few additions, which are these right here. And I just wanted to mention at the beginning of this video, because I'm not going to make a video about it, but there should be a notice there when I actually put them in. They're not in at the moment, but by the time this video gets up, they probably will be. I also have a cumulative pivot levels, which is pretty much based on this same indicator, and it'll probably come out next week sometime, but it draws pivot levels based on this cumulative moving average. This is the indicator up here. It's a cumulative moving average, which is this, is calculated, for example, current month doesn't equal the previous month. You set this counter to 1. That is the output. You're just dividing the close by 1 for the first iteration. Goes around again. You add the next close to the output, the same output value, which it's been increased. It's now 2, and so forth. It just does that, and that's how this is calculated. Pretty simple. What I've noticed is it follows support and resistance levels. You can reset it from the beginning of the chart. Right now, this one is resetting at the beginning of every week. We're on the hour. This is the beginning of every week, and this is what it's drawing, for example. There's a number of different tables, band tables, and they're just for calculating these bands where you want to put them. This is linear. Right now, it's set the pips per level as auto, meaning that this should be around 20. And you can see this PPL equals 20 right there. It says linear, or it says weekly linear PPL 20. Okay, that's the pips per level. And you can go here to here is 20 pips. You can change the table. Here's a Fibonacci one, which is a little different. You can also add your own. I have one in there that's set at default. You can change the default one, but every time you close the indicator, it just copies over these default ones that are in there. So you'll have to rename it, and then you can just type in the name of the table file that you want to call it. Those files, they're located. Go to the File, Open Data folder, go here, here, and it's right in here. There's a file for each band. If you load that, you can see there's only 4 in there. And if you wanted to make your own, you could change these values to whatever you want, and then save it as something different. You know, here's the 32 one. Okay, it's a little bit larger. This first half is for the upper part. Second half is for the lower part. So you can make them asymmetrical or however you want to do it. It's up to you. But that's where they're located. And you can, right now, like I said, I have a slightly different setting just so you could see that it's a different setting. And then you can change this to monthly. And we probably should change this to the daily chart. And you can go to quarterly or yearly. And at some point, you're probably going to want to have more bands. It's pretty long. So we can go to 32. We'll zoom out a little more. This is just so you can see what it does. The pips per level, right now it's auto. When it's on auto, you just have to, like I said, you just have to go focus on this, and it will tell you what the pips per level is in auto mode. It will also output it to the terminal. When you open and then close, it will print this out. Okay, this is, it's starting from the beginning. It's using a user band table, and the pips per level is 100. And it's using the particular average for the input And then if you want to change it to something else, you can just put it to 5. You can put it to any one of these, or you can just put it to this and type it in there. If you don't want to see it, you can just disable it right here. It goes off. And then you have the indicator label if you're using multiple versions. And for the most part, that's it. It's a pretty simple one. And hope you enjoy it.